Now I will introduce to you the single crochet. So I have here a foundation chain that is nice and even. I have 15 chains. You count the chain by counting those little loops here. I call them the V's. So we call 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 chains. I need one step to go upstairs to the next row. And because I'm doing a single crochet, I just need one chain. So when I'm making my next row, I will skip this first chain from the hook, and I'll insert my hook on the second chain. So I have 15 chains and I'll have 14 single crochets. So I'll skip this one, and on the second one I will insert my hook through it. So my hook goes into the chain and it just grabs my hook, my yarn. Can you see that my hook goes in and it goes under the yarn here, and it hooks the yarn, and we call this pull up a loop. And now I yarn over again. Remember that the yarn over is my hook crossing in front of the yarn, looking back, grabbing the yarn and looking back at me. Now I will look down with my hook and pull through the 2 loops here. And I have one single crochet. My single crochet is coming out from this chain. So now on the second chain, I will make another single crochet. I will insert the hook here. The hook goes in and just grabs my yarn and pull up a loop. So now I have 2 loops, the loop that came from the previous stitch and the loop that I pull through the foundation chain. And now I'll yarn over again and pull through 2. Now I have 2 single crochets, one coming from this chain, one coming from this chain. My next single crochet will go through this next chain. I start by inserting my hook through the chain, pull up a loop. And when I pull up the loop, I want to hold my pinch here so I don't stretch my chain too much. And I pull that loop the same height as my previous loop. Make sure you keep your lazy guy, which is your hook, laying down flat on your horizontal position, and then yarn over and pull through. If your hook stands up while you're doing this, the loop around the neck will be too tight, and then it's very hard for you to pull through. So you want it to be horizontal, laying down the whole time. Next single crochet, insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. So I count how many single crochets I have by counting the V's on top. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll finish this row making my single crochets so I can show you how to turn to the next row. Let's go. Now I have 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 single crochets. They're nice and even, and I need to go to the next row. So I need one step to go up, and that step would be a chain. The chain is just a yarn over and pull through. So I have my step, so I can climb up to the next row, and I'll turn my work as you turn a page of a book, just this side to the other side. Okay, so now I'll make another row of single crochet. So this is the back side of my first row, and I will build another row in here. When you turn your work like this, you can see a V here, just like the foundation chain. But now, instead of inserting the hook through the V like we did before, we're inserting the hook here under the V. Can you see there's a hole here? This is my very first single crochet from the previous row, and I'll insert my hook here, and I'll pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through. So I have my first single crochet. I'll hold my work here so you can see how it works in a different direction, okay? So this is where I'm supposed to go. I'll insert my hook here. Can you see that it goes under the V, under the 2 loops? That's where you're going, and you grab a loop and pull it up. So pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. So now you find that it's more satisfying to make this row. The first one on top of the row that you make on top of the foundation chain is challenging in a way, because you just have a chain to build a row on top. This one you already have a row of single crochets, and it's just easier for you to insert your hook. So can you see these are the places that you're inserting a hook? One here, one here, one here, one here. Be aware that if you insert your hook and your little guy is not laying down horizontally, but if he's standing up, when you insert your hook, you might go up, and look what happened. I just grabbed the first loop. So my stitch will only be connected to the first loop, which is not the result we want. We want our loop, our single crochet to be connected to both loops. So you're going through under the V, just like so. And to do that is easier if your hook is laying down. So insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And you just do it again. Insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Let me finish this row to show you again. Okay, so this is my very last stitch, and sometimes we skip it if we don't pay much attention to it. So I want you to make sure when you finish your row, you count your stitches and you have the right number of stitches. So now I just have 13, and I know I need 14, and I know there's still 1 stitch here. The last stitch is easier for you to go through it. If you turn slightly, you work like this, so you can see where to go, and you make sure you go under both loops, just like so. So insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now I have 14 single crochets, and before I go up, I'll make my step, 1 chain, and I'll turn my work like the page of a book, just like so, and I'll start all over again. Don't forget the first one. So the most common mistake here would be to skip the last one and the first one. So we want to make sure when we start, we make 1 single crochet on the first one, and we also make 1 single crochet in the last one. That is. Keep practicing.